Hey yo guys, girls, and everyone in between. This is Rebellious Pastry here. And before we get started with the show, I'm so sorry that my freaking show announcement thing said 4:30 a.m., not 4:30 p.m. Hey yo guys, girls, and let's just say that I usually set up show slots when in the afternoon, so it automatically defaults to the afternoon. But apparently, I decided to put the show announcement up in the morning, and therefore it's like, okay, so you want to stream at 4:30 a.m.? Okay. Anyways, why don't you introduce yourself with your name and pronouns?
I'm Jay, or I go by J Apple Lewis. Uh, I go by he, him, and I like to animate and draw.
All right, and then can you please explain what exactly you do on your YouTube? And I'll post it in the chat after I remember to share this video in my community tab posting. Um,
Yeah. Um, so I just animate really funny things I find on the internet and just, upload them because, I like doing that. I like making funny stuff, drawing it, and then uploading it.
that is so fair. Um, I have more of a like story time animation view when it comes to animation, so it'll be interesting to see your answers to a good chunk of my questions. Um,
I I have made a few storytime animations, like most of them I just got rid of.
that is so fair. So you already addressed the fact that your hobby is animation. So my next
Yeah.
question for you, or actually, before I ask more questions, all I'm gonna say is, Donut Batch, please feel free to ask Jay questions at any time about animation. If it's not about animation, then I have all rights to delete your question because this is not a Q&A. This is a hobby interview show. Um, and then, um, when you ask a question, please either put at Rebellious Pastry or a donut emoji after you ask the questions so that I know that you're talking to us, not each other. But please keep in mind that I will still moderate the chat. So don't be mean to each other. Anyways, so how long have you been animating?
I've been animating for about 4 years. I started like right before I left middle school.
Hmm.
That's like when I started like really getting into like art and like animation. And my first animation was like really bad. It was me like I don't even remember like it was some kind of like greeting between two people, but it just didn't sound good.
Yikes.
And yeah. It wasn't the best, but now I think I've definitely improved. I still have a long way to go though, but
That is so fair.
yeah.
You don't become pro overnight, especially at something.
Yeah. Every time I animate something, it just keeps getting better and better, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's the best way
Like,
to do it, honestly.
yeah.
Unless you like don't animate for like a few months and then get all rusty. That's not the way to do it.
I actually haven't animated in, I think about 3 weeks.
Yikes.
Like, I don't like get any, like, I don't really get rusty from it. I just don't really have the motivation. But
So
like
fair.
I know like how to do it, but I never really have the motivation to do it.
That is so fair cuz animation takes forever.
It really does.
And then How did you find animation?
Oh, okay. I was a fan of Storytime animators for a while. Like, I used to watch stuff like Hamanations and Brody Animates, and I was like, whoa, that's cool. And I wanted to do something like that. And like, yeah, I tried that out, and it was actually really cool. The way I learned about like the animating app I use, there was this drawing app going around in school, and it got removed, and everyone was like angry about it. But about the same time where I figured out how to animate, it was like the same year that um that animation software came back uh to our school devices. So I just kind of downloaded that and started doing stuff on it.
That is so fair. And then I don't know if you address this next, the answer to this next question, in the answer of your previous one, because I was grabbing my water bottle real quickly. But why are you interested in it? Current day.
Uh, Honestly, I have always been like interested in drawing. It's a thing in my family. Like half of my family likes drawing and the other half likes singing, and I'm part of that drawing demographic. I don't know. I guess it just runs in the family.
That is so
Uh,
fair.
I also wanted to entertain people, so
Mm-hmm. That is always a good way to be. And then how much does it cost? Yes, I'm gonna make you include the cost of your software, the cost of your computer, the cost of anything that you use to animate. Anything
okay.
and
Well,
everything.
everything. Okay. Well, my computer. It's I guess my mom gave it to me. It was $800, and I have a drawing tablet that I plug into it, which was $300. Sometimes I also animate with my iPad, which came with a free software, but the iPad was also $300.
Hmm.
Um, I'm trying to think. Um, I have two other drawing pads, which are both like were both like $20 each. But I mainly animate on my iPad, and I have I have an app on my computer that was $25. I use it to draw and I sometimes animate on it.
Interesting. What is the name
But
of
yeah.
that software?
The software I use on my iPad is Flip-A-Clip, and the software I use on my computer is called Sketchbook Pro.
Oh, that's so fair. The reason why I'm asking you is because there's just so many different animation softwares out there.
Yeah, there's a lot I've tried, but none of them I really found good. Uh, One second.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm back.
It's okay. And then is animation in your opinion one cost or something that you keep on paying for? So like an example of a one cost hobby is anything where once you buy all of the equipment, um you don't have to pay for it again until unless something breaks. And then something you have to keep on paying for is something that includes like subscriptions, whatever, whatnot.
I do have one for Flip-A-Clip, and it just removes ads and stuff. It's not really,
Hmm.
important. But everything else I just have to, buy once. I don't have to pay ever again.
Yep. So I personally tend to say that animation is pretty much a one cost hobby. Unless you have to um keep on paying for like Adobe Animate or something like that.
Yeah. I've actually tried out Adobe Animate. I didn't really understand how it worked, which is why I think I'm just best with Flip-A-Clip. because I don't understand how any other animation software works yet.
Yeah, that is so fair. I definitely have made an entire video in 2021 about how I failed at using Adobe Animate.
Yeah, like,
So, yeah, I totally understand you there. I personally don't use Adobe either.
yeah, like I tried it out. Uh, you know, it didn't look like anything to do with 2D animation. I didn't see any frames, no nothing. I just drew something on there, took a screenshot, and just deleted the app.
Yeah, that's so
I,
fair.
yeah, I just didn't like it.
But yeah, I totally understand that. And then, yeah, um, what I personally use is Moho,
Moho?
which I have covered in my own version of this episode. Someone else interviewed me during this episode. And yeah, um, do you make any money off of your animations?
No, I do not. I mean, I have commissions, but no one has really commissioned anything.
Hmm. Um, do you have any plans on how you'd make money off of animation?
I wanted to pitch a show, uh, to some, like, when I, you know, sorry, 1 minute.
Alrighty. Um, hmm. sorry that my guest keeps on disappearing. Um, I'm here. I'm here during the meantime. Feel free to ask um J- Jay any questions about animation. Um, because who knows? Um, his answers might be completely different than any of the other animators we've had on this show, including myself. Um, I'm personally thinking after this show episode, if I have the energy for it, I might end up voice recording for either like the story of my condition again, or um or the whole I lost my wallet stories, which is gonna probably be end up being my next video, because I don't think doing 2 videos in a row would be very fair on me or on you guys. So that's why I'm doing the switch up. Also, my voice have changed so much since the first time I recorded, first and second time that I recorded.
I'm sorry, I'm back.
Yeah, just let me finish my announcement real quick. My voice have been changed way too much since the first and the second time I've recorded the story of my condition video. And yeah, anyways, I'm so sorry about that. Anyways,
No, that's fine.
next, all right, so do you have any do you have any plans on how you would make money off of animation?
I wanted to make a Kickstarter for a show me and my friend are working on
Hmm.
that I'm a lead animator for. Uh, it's kind of a weird name. It's called Existential Badness. It's like it's about like this group of teenagers that get trapped in the theater, like a interdimensional theater by some kind of space god. They have to
Do
find their
you
way out.
do you want to send me the link to your Kickstarter so I can also put that into chat?
I haven't started the Kickstarter yet, mainly because we don't really have that much planned.
That's so fair.
Like we have like a basic plot line, but we don't have enough things like planned yet to start a Kickstarter.
That is so fair. And I'm just because I know so much about like how to make money out of animation. Oh hey Bone, feel free to ask any questions you want to Jay about animation. I'm just laughing at the last time you asked questions on the hobby interview show. You ended up being my quotation marks, my guest's favorite fan the last time you were on. But yeah, anyways, I can tell you why after the show. But yeah, shoot. Oh yeah. Now, I'm gonna ask you. Think you'll end up like wanting to make merchandise for your for like to make money off of?
Yeah, I actually do want to make merchandise. I made a drawing a while ago of like a plushie. Like a plushie design that I wanted to make, and a YouTube's design.
Oh, I want to do both
Yeah,
of those things in the future too.
yeah. I have a friend who is actually gonna buy a website for me so I can make a merchandise shop.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's fun.
Any other ways you had planned on making money off of animation?
I have a commission website page thing, whatever. Let me see. I can send the link.
Alrighty. No, we're not. We're not talking about the flute this episode, Bone. Okay, I will actually tell you the story behind that thing. But yeah, Bone ended up asking my previous guest on the show if he could blow bubbles out of a flute. And let's just say that
Yeah, that's a pretty important question.
let's just say that um my my guest jokingly got mad at Bone. So I kept on being like, your favoriteest fan ever. And yeah.
That's funny.
Anyways, here is Jay's um after I click back into my yeah, anyways, where's my question page? And then this is a question that is the bane of any animator's existence, but I'm still gonna ask it anyways.
Yeah.
On average, how many hours a week do you typically spend on animation?
Ooh. The weeks I work on animation, usually I spend about 4 to 5 hours a day. When I'm like in the process of working on one. So I'd say about like 15 hours a week for like something small. Like I've never made an animation like longer than 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
I think my longest animation will probably end up being around 15 minutes, and that's the story of my condition video, and that's why it's taking forever and a half.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, Um, but but yeah, animation takes forever and a half. So I fully understand that your number on how many hours a week is so high. I remember when I
Yeah.
answered that question, I was like, "Oh my god, people are gonna think I don't have a life." But yeah.
Okay, that's kind of funny.
Anyways, how easy is it to have other hobbies in your opinion?
It's hard to find things I'm actually good at. Well, I mean, I like to skate, uh, but like I don't have many hobbies other than animation and drawing. I
Um,
think it's pretty difficult.
it's pretty difficult
Everyone in between.
because animation takes so much time.
Yeah.
That's my answer as well, honestly. But yeah, it is so hard to find other hobbies because animation takes forever and a half. Um,
Yeah.
hello, Ark. Feel free to ask Jay questions about animation.
Oh, what's up, Ark?
Is Ark one of your fans? Or
He's one of my
friends?
friends.
Cool.
Yeah.
Um. Anyways, off to the next question. Would you consider it a social hobby or no?
A social hobby?
Like, how social
Hmm.
are you while you animate? Would you say?
Um, Sometimes I'll work on animations with friends, but I think that's the most social I'll get.
Yeah,
Like,
I personally would also say that animation is a pretty antisocial hobby.
yeah, most of the time I just sit in my room, staring at my device and drawing frame by frame.
Oh man, frame by frame takes forever and a half.
Like, I mean, I've been trying to get into frame by frame, like, because I used to just copy the drawings and just move them around, but now I actually have to do frame by frame, and I don't like it.
You don't have to technically do technically don't have to do frame by frame. You could do vector.
True. I feel like it's easier to do frame by frame. I feel like I'm better with it.
That is so fair. Vector has a huge learning curve.
Especially with walking animations.
The amount of walk cycles I've done over the years. It's almost always the April Fool's Day specials, mind you.
I've done a few walk cycles in my videos.
Do you
Like,
do it
every
like
now and then.
do you do it from the side?
Uh, I kind of. Like, I just do it when I feel like it'll fit in the animation. Like,
No,
I think I
but
have...
like the angle of the animation.
Oh, the angle. Okay, I do it from the side. I did one diagonal.
Hmm.
Yeah, but, like, mainly from the side. I've never done, like, going forward.
I want to try to go forward, but I don't. My brain cannot conceptualize how to do it.
I think I have 4 animations with a walk cycle uploaded on my channel right now.
Hmm.
Even then, it just lasts like a second.
But yeah, most generally, I don't remember how often I do walk cycles. If I'm brutally honest with you on animations, but it's a good bit of walk cycles in the April Fool's Day videos every year. Um, let's see. And then, how easy is it easy to work with others on animations?
I'd say yeah. Um, I'll do my part, and then my friend will do their part, and it's like we like separate all the stuff and work together on it.
I personally think it's not, but we can debate that out after the preset questions.
Okay.
um but yeah, so you say that it's easy just to divide and conquer?
Yeah.
I guess that's one way to go about it, I guess. But my problem with working with others with animation is the fact that I want things done a specific way and at a specific time. And when
Yeah.
another person is involved, I can't get that accomplished.
Usually what I do, I mean, I share idea. We both share ideas with each other and go with what we think will fit the best. And most of the time we're just like on the same page because for some reason we most of the time we just think the same thoughts when it comes to animations.
That's fair. But yeah, I just like control too much. I just like the control of the project too much to work with others. But I think that's just a me problem at this point.
That's fair.
But yeah, next question. How oh shoot. How ah did you hear how badly my voice started to crack the first time I tried to say how?
Yeah, yeah, I did.
Yeah, I still have the puberty male voice, puberty boy voice. Ah, and it have gotten worse. It have gotten
Really?
worse too. Like throughout the summer, it was just fine almost, and now it's getting worse again.
I think my voice cracking has like stopped already.
But
Either that or I've already gone through phase one and it's gonna start up soon.
oh shit. I wish you luck. Anyways, now to actually get back on topic, how has animation helped you?
Um, I mean I've it just made me happier, you know, animating the things I like. Uh, I I don't like the more I do it, the more motivation I get to do more, and the more I want to do more because people, you know, actually watch and like them,
That's so fair.
which motivates me.
That's probably the biggest motivation you can really have with the show, honestly. Is there any other ways animation have helped you? Like, has it helped you make friends?
It definitely has. I've made friends with a lot of like other artists and animators, uh, due to it.
Yeah. I that's definitely my main like how animation has helped me point. But I just want to see what other people have to say. Um, is there any other ways that animations have helped you?
Um, Not many that I could like think of. I mean, they've definitely helped with my drawing skills. Other than that, I don't think there's much else.
That is so fair. Um, so of course, everything in life isn't all good. There's always downsides to everything. So what is the downsides to animation for you, in your opinion?
Lack of motivation. Lack of motivation, you know, messing something up and losing motivation, animating something and, you know, it coming out the way you don't want it to,
Oh
like in
yeah,
your head. And you know, just having other people, like I used to, something that used to like really make me sad was when other people criticize my animations or called them corny. I mean, it doesn't really hurt when people do that anymore, but back then it really did.
I mean, I could see why. But
Yeah.
it's just like preference, honestly.
Yeah, it really is. Like my mom personally, she loves my animations.
Of course she would. She would love almost anything you did because she's your mom.
Well, I mean, like she's actually interested in it. Like I don't like show her something. She's like, "Oh, that's cool." Like she recommends me adding stuff to animations.
That's so cool.
And uh I actually have a character for her in the show that she wanted to be a character in it. She plays two characters. I can't go
Yeah.
too
Well,
into detail because that'll spoil some things.
all right.
But yeah.
Um, and then facts. Pastry does not work well with others. Well, here's the thing. When it comes to anything but animation, I work really well with other people. It's just that with my stuff that I make, I want it to go my way always. So, um and then um is there any other downsides you can think of? Jay.
No, not really. Uh, I barely got what you said there because you were just cutting out a lot for me.
Shoot. My call like disconnected and reconnected in that second as well. So, my question was, what other downsides do you have for animation?
Sorry, what?
What are your other what other
Hold on, I'll be right back.
sides? All right. Um, here we go again, guys. Um, do 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 do. I already did an episode on this. So I cannot finish this version of it. I could give you the answers that my brain is thinking of, but that wouldn't be no fun for you guys. Um, I'm gonna tell you guys um about whose plans to hop on the next few weeks of the show of like audio games and the hobby interview show since we have a dead pocket. So next up we have Would You Rather with Vimo, and then after that we're gonna have another hobby interview show with Mix again, where we're gonna interview her for gaming, and then after that we're gonna be doing let's see. Um, After that, we're gonna be doing pastries, audio games. I forgot what game with someone by the name of Gray Cake. Someone else who um, have been on the show before. Um, and then after Gray Cake, we'll have story writing and telling with Rainbow Sparkle for the hobby interview show. And then after that, on October 1st, we're going to have Pastries Audio Games 21 Questions with someone who's by the online name of Sweatshirt. And then after that, I am don't have anyone else scheduled. which means that I get to ask more people. Yay! Or they get to ask me, hopefully. Anyways, Jay, are you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm here.
Thank you for letting me complete my announcement first. I just decided to give everyone like a preview of the next month's worth of episodes and who's on them. And yeah. Anyways, what other downsides do you have to animation? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you
Sorry,
hear
yeah, okay.
me?
I didn't want to say, I didn't want to say anything because I thought I'd interrupt you, but you were like glitching out like crazy. I had no idea what you were saying.
Discord and my Wi-Fi is shitting bricks. I'm sorry.
Okay, now it's normal. Try again.
Okay, what other negatives is there to animation?
Uh, I don't like coloring in animations. It's really tedious, and I usually do it frame by frame.
Is there any way you can like color in like one background and then like yeah, I could see that how that could be difficult. That is another benefit to vector over frame by frame. But the show isn't about me, so yeah. Any other downsides or no?
That's all I could think of.
Um, I can think of one more thing. I forgot if I said this in my episode or not, but
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else.
you're probably gonna think this is very far fetched, but it's very easy to gain weight doing animation because there's nothing physical there. Just sitting on your ass, making cartoons.
You know, that's not something I was prepared to hear.
What did you think I was gonna say?
Oh, you're glitching out again, and all I heard was gaining weight and while animating.
No, I'm just saying that it's really easy to gain weight because you're not really moving much because you're sitting on your ass animating instead of being physically active.
I have a really like high metabolism, so I don't really gain any weight.
You
Like
are lucky, man.
I'm graduating soon, and I still weigh under 100 pounds, which is
Wow.
not good.
Wow.
Well, I'm extremely skinny.
Yeah. But yeah, that's one of my downsides of animation for you. That I don't think I mentioned this during my episode, or maybe I did. I don't remember. But yeah. Anyways, is that it for upsides and downsides? Can you hear?
Yeah.
All right. All right. So this is the golden question for why we even do this show, which is
I'd love to hear it.
which
if
is
you wouldn't stop glitching.
which is would you recommend it to others?
I feel like I would. I mean, if you're like really into like drawing and like want to get like cartoons and want to get into them, I highly recommend doing so because you know it's calming, in my opinion.
Same here, as long as I have the motivation.
Yeah, as long as you have the motivation, I like it. I think it's fun and it's so satisfying to see the final result. Um, yeah.
I DM'd you something. Can you please check that real quick? Thanks. Anyways, alrighty. So that is it for the preset questions of this episode. Now I'm gonna go to the donut batch, to the donut batch, and read off your questions. Question: is it harder to animate facial expressions or whole body movements?
Whole body movements, 100%.
Why would you say that?
Well, I mean, I can't animate arms very well. I mean, the only time I animate walking cycles, it's only like when the legs are on screen. Uh, so like, I never really put any practice into it, and whenever I do, they just kind of look stiff, which is something I have been working on, but really need to, yeah, really need to continue working on it more.
Yeah, animating arms are hell. Even with
But
vectors, because with vectors, like before I got the pro version of my software, it would just bend inwards, and it was just weird.
yeah,
But yeah, arms are just really hard to do in general.
yeah,
For me,
um,
I use for vector, um, for emotions, I use flip frames. Like
flip frames.
flip frames are basically where you have like two different pictures in a folder, and then you click on the folder and like click on each picture to like switch them and stuff.
I see.
And then Bones' question is, what is a good program to start learning animation? Frame by
If you have a mobile device, I'd highly recommend Flip-A-Clip. Uh, but if you want to get something like more, this suggestion's kind of bad, but like, it's one that has like, it's a drawing app and an animating thing, like, mixed into one. I'd say either Adobe Fresco or Sketchbook. Sketchbook is free on the iPad, but it costs $25 on the computer, and Adobe Fresco is free on computer.
I personally use Moho to animate, but then again, this episode is not about me, so anyways, so um I'm gonna like just ask you for like the basis
I
of
think I should look at Moho, like,
mhm. Um they offer like a free trial of it. But yeah. It'd be funny if you like DM me like a few months down the road and you're like, gee, thanks, Pastry. You know more about my hobby than I do. Like a few months out down the road. But yeah.
that'd be funny.
I mostly learned
I like
about
the freaking.
I mostly learned about Moho because like I was wondering what software I could use without spending a ton and without using Adobe. So, yeah. Some random convention artists actually told me about it. So, yeah. And supposedly from what I've heard and what I've at least began to experience, meaning I didn't really use any other software other than trying to use Adobe Animate for a quarter, for a half of a semester. It's like one of the easiest um, learning curve, like vector softwares out there. Words.
I see.
Words are hard. So, my question for you is, what benefits do you think frame by frame has over vector animation?
Well, frame by frame, I feel like you kind of I don't like have like any access to vector stuff. Like I don't have any drawing app that, has that kind of stuff. But hon- honestly, I feel like I get more creative control over it than like drawing it myself.
Yeah, that's fair.
Honestly,
And people have said
but
how,
I've never tried doing vectors.
but yeah, people have said that Vector sometimes gets a little choppy. Um, some I feel like the very stuck up animators would probably say that Vector could be considered cheating, but I don't care.
I
Um,
don't think so.
but the thing that Vector has over frame by frame is the fact that everything is more consistent. Like when you're hand drawing
Yeah.
everything versus if you draw every part once and then connect it together with the bone tool.
Yeah, I always thought that's like I also always wanted to do something like that. Just like I think you could do that in Adobe Animate, but I never really gave the chance to try it out.
Adobe Animate is Vector as well.
Yeah, I don't like really like Adobe Animate overall.
Me neither. Another good vector animation software that I've heard of that some other people I've in my life have used is Toon Boom Harmony. But there's two options with buying that one. You could either buy it outright or you can pay for a subscription plan like Adobe.
I see.
But yeah, how I'm gonna um pop open one of your YouTube videos. Do you want me to pop open um your newest one?
Uh, do the I recommend doing the let me take a look. Hold on. Um, I recommend doing the give me a second. The proof them right one, because that one I actually put work into.
I'm gonna click into your channel link. Um, not the roll sheet. Um, scroll, scroll, scroll. There we go. How did you come up with the name Jayopolis?
That's a honestly, I just remember making the channel. I'm like, what do I name myself? And I put in J, and I just started putting in a bunch of random other things. I was like, what if I add Lewis at the end? And I search up how to pronounce it, and I was like, oh, Lewis? Okay, I'll be J Apple Lewis.
That is so fair.
But no one can
Um,
pronounce that.
which one did you say for me to click on?
Prove them right.
Hmm. Let's see. How old is that one?
It's about a
Oh wait,
month
oh
old.
shoot.
A month or two, I think.
Sorry, I'm an idiot.
Oh, it's 4 months old, sorry.
It's okay. Um, time sure does fly fast, I guess. Now I'm gonna
It really
click
does.
into this. And I'm gonna hopefully make it so that you guys don't see my recommendations. Hopefully. There's nothing bad on there, it's just I'd rather you pay attention to Jay than what I watch. I'm gonna try that again, actually. New screen, capture, um, video capture, game capture, screen capture, please, please. Let's see. Display capture, window capture. Add source. There we go. Alright. Let's try this one more time. So my software makes it so that I can't really like move and adjust the layer on top. It just wants me to adjust the stream wallpaper. Let's see
Yeah.
here. Do 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 do. All sources. Window capture. Add source. Yay, it worked this time. Alright, ready to play this?
Yeah.
Why are you still holding back? Have you forgotten what they said to us? What they did? They become us. Prove them right.
So what's the lore behind that video?
Basically, the person who's talking to him is it's some kind of like, how do I explain it? He was kind of made to capture him. He was made to be just like him, and he's part of this infection thing. It's like a whole part of a part of like a mini series I'm working on. This guy gets turned into this monster that looks like my character, and he goes hunt for him, stuff like that. That's basically the plot.
Interesting.
I could definitely go into much more detail, but I don't want to leak anything.
That is so fair.
Again.
But yeah, I'm just asking you for the
Yeah.
sake of this interview show. But yeah, so you said you used to be a storytime animator. Do you feel like it's easier to be a storytime animator or to be like a make up your own story type animator?
I like to make up my own stories, put them together, make them into a mini show. I never found the thrill in storytime animating. I've made a few animations, but none of them got as many views as my made-up ones.
That is so fair. I just want to stay in storytime animation because that's how I started. And also, sometimes I have like creative blocks and I'd rather just tell stories from my actual life. But sometimes I have mental blocks with that too, so How do you like how I drew your character?
You got it pretty spot on, I'll say. It
Yeah.
reminds me of an old art style of mine.
Really?
honestly. Yeah. I used to draw collars and stuff like that.
I just tend to go with the dress up shirts just because like it makes for a slightly, at least a slightly more classy thumbnail versus if I were to just put everyone in sweatshirts like I usually do in my videos.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's see. How often do you work with other animators on things?
Not very often. I just started working with my friend on animations.
That is so fun and so fair. Um, so did your friend animate before he knew you, or did you get him into it?
We both animated before we knew each other.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Because within my in real life friends, I'm the only animator of the group. So, you know. Um, what other questions to ask? Do you prefer to, like, animate in a simpler style or in more of a complicated, detailed style?
I like doing a complicated style. Like, not like extremely like human realistic, but in a style like, you know, in a style that gets the message across, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I,
Like,
I,
there are some where it's like funny and others where it's like serious.
yeah, I personally prefer, a simpler style just because, like, it's easier to get stuff out.
Fair. I mean, I'm I just like want to work more on the quality over the amount of animations. I promised to get out 10 animations this year, and I've gotten out 7 so
That's
far.
good. That's good, but yeah. Um, but the thing is that with like a simpler style, you can still do everything nice and neatly without them looking necessarily rushed. It's just
Yeah.
that I have another friend who I'm not gonna say any names here, but they they got burned out and pretty much rage quit out of animation because he bogged himself down on too many details.
Oh wow.
So there's that. But yeah, he's so busy with like a gazillion other things these days, but I still talk to him.
I see.
So, do you find it easier to talk to other animators or
All right.
non-animators? Do you find it
What?
the call glitched out again, sorry. Do you find it easier to talk to animators or non-animators in general as people?
Um, I feel awkward when I talk with other animators because whenever I talk with other ones, I think they're better than me. So I don't really. I mean, I have a few artist friends. Sometimes they animate, not like like full on animator friends like me. Uh, I only animate every now and then. I think I animate more than I draw, really.
That's so fair. I draw more than I animate these days just because it takes a lot of mental like energy to animate sometimes. Also I've been having issues with the fact that my voice changes seemingly almost every freaking week. And
Yeah.
I don't want to have like a stream show where I sound like this and then a like video where I sound like this. You know? So yeah.
Yeah.
Um have you ever had like wait, do you use other people's audio or do you record yourself more?
Sometimes I record myself, and most of the time I use other people's audio.
I record myself in everything I do, except for the one karma meme that I did back in 2020. But yeah, do you have any advice for any, like, newer animators?
Take your time. That's one of the main things.
Yeah. Can you tell one of your videos rushed by another animator or no?
I definitely can. I could tell when it's rushed, when people work hard on it. I could tell when they copy, like, not like copy, but like take other, like, steal other frames from past animations they've done. I do that sometimes, and I've seen animators do it.
I've done that with backgrounds, but that's just about it.
Yeah.
Obviously the very beginning of my video, is always the same, like, with the studio in the background. Hey, guys, girls, and everyone in between, but yeah. What is your biggest pet peeve as far as, like, other animators? With, like, your biggest pet peeve that other animators do?
I cannot stress this enough. Hands and eyes, mouths, just people, stiff animations. Like, obviously, I'm a bit of a hypocrite when it comes to stiff animations, but I mean, I know they're stiff. I mean, obviously. Sorry. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Yeah. What was I?
You were talking about stiff animations.
Yeah. I personally don't like seeing stiff animations. I'm a little bit of a hypocrite myself, but no, I mean, I guess it's friendly fire.
I guess so too. Yeah, let's see. What was the best animation you've ever done, and what was the worst animation you've ever done, and why?
I think the best animation I've done. I'm looking right now. I have an animation right now that it's called "If Only There Was Someone to Blame," and right now it's got 118,000 views.
Wow, that's a ton.
Yeah, and I think my worst one. I'm looking. Oh, okay, yeah. I have a short that's called "Every Time Somebody Subscribes, the Animation Gets Worse." That one was
but
rushed. Really.
But that one shouldn't count because, you meant to make it bad on purpose.
I mean, yeah, but I was really rushing it.
Yeah, I guess.
Like,
But yeah. My voice have seen better days. Maybe I should wait before I voice record anything.
I think it's fine.
You sure? You sure about that?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure.
All I can hear is how much it's just... I don't know. Anyway. What is your favorite animated movie, Jay?
Oh, that's a difficult one.
And I'm gonna add a part of the question that wasn't originally there, which is because of quality. Because if your answer is Shrek, bro, that was an animation punishment. Actually. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
All the guest DreamWorks all the DreamWorks animators who messed up on the Prince of Egypt punishment was to go work on Shrek because no one wanted to work on Shrek. So if you ever get Shrek as an animator, that's not a good thing.
All right.
But yeah, don't get Shrek. What's
My
your
did you see what I
Um,
do?
you
Um,
glitched out in that sentence, but um,
did you see what I DM'd you?
I thought I told you in. Hold on. And just so you know, I sent you my time zone.
Oh, yeah, right. So what's that, like?
But yeah. What time are we at right now as far as the stream goes? We're at an hour so far. And our normal episodes are average episodes are 2 hours.
Okay, I see.
If you push one time over, I push both times over. So it's still the same amount of time on air. Unless it's an absolute emergency that you need to hop off. But yeah,
Okay, I see.
anyways, shoot. What's your answer as far as the best animated movie you've ever seen?
Okay, I may have to look it up. Hold on.
But yeah.
I also really like Megamind.
Ooh. What was so great about Megamind as far as animation quality goes?
I mean, animation quality, I think it was pretty good, actually. Like, I wouldn't say, like, full-on, like, quality of, like, the movie. Like, I liked how it was animated. Really fluent. You know, I really like it, honestly.
Okay, here's another question that I just thought of. When it comes to movies, do you think the plot of the characters or the quality of the animation is more important?
I don't find the animation too important. Usually I identify animation, like, if I want to, like, take notes on it and do it on my own. Like, I admire it, but I like the plot of the characters way more.
That is so fair. Let's see. I'm trying to think. How many different, like, series have you worked on with your channel?
Let me see. I'm just gonna write a list real quick.
Also, Donut Batch, please
5.
please feel free to ask us questions as well.
I've worked on 5 series.
What are the names of those 5 series?
One is called The Doc and Ark Show. You heard of Existential Madness? Oh, no, actually 6. Doc and Ark Show, Existential Madness, Neon Savage. There's another one that I'm still
That you're still what? You glitched out.
I'm still trying to get a name for. Let's see. I said, huh?
You're good now. It's just
Oh,
the
okay.
mic glitched.
Okay, so there was the Doc and Ark show, Existential Madness, Corruption. Um, there was a show called Neon Savage, and there are two other shows that I don't know. We don't really have a name for yet. For now, we're calling it Tarek and Valeria, and the other one is like, it's kind of like inspired by the Fantastic Four, but with our characters. We don't have a name for that either.
That's fair. So what is your favoriteest part of the animation process, and what's your least favorite part of the animation process?
My favorite part is animating it, obviously. But my least favorite part is coloring it. It's so tedious.
That is so fair. That is so fair. What else? I personally think of more questions. I want to ask you this question. If you were to interview an animator on a hobby interview show, what kind of questions would you want to ask them that I haven't asked yet?
Um, hmm. Let's see. I think I'd ask them their animation style. No.
How would one describe animation styles? Would you say?
Like, I'm talking your vector animation, my hand style animation, maybe a really cartoony type animation with a lot of smear frames, stuff like that.
What's a smear frame? Because I don't
A
think
smear
I've
frame?
seen.
Okay.
Because I don't think I've seen one of those in Moho before, but I just might not know the correct name for like a type of animation. I'll look it up.
So, okay, yeah, you go ahead and do that.
What's a smear frame in animation? In animation, a smear is a technique used to emphasize and style fast movement. That sounds pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, I love using smear frames, honestly.
So um what kind of animation style would you say I have based off of what you've seen from me?
It's been a while since I've taken a look.
I'll
Here, I'm gonna
send
take a quick look.
I'll send you April Fool's Day 2025 since it's my favoriteest video out of everything I've made most recently. But yeah. And what animation style is your least favorite kind of animation style, would you say?
I don't really have a least favorite. I do respect every single animation style. Well,
Um,
like, one that doesn't put like much work into it and effort.
yeah. I will have to say that, depending on how good I'm feeling mentally, um, I tend to put more effort into the script than I do the animation sometimes. I am guilty of that. But yeah, it's just
Yeah.
do you find it discouraging how like things like TikTok's getting more views than like actual animations? Do you find that discouraging?
Huh?
You don't? Or did you not understand the question?
You were glitching out.
Okay, so why is my mic glitching out so much?
I don't know. It could be me.
Yeah, I was having that issue like a few episodes ago as well. But crap, I forgot what I asked. Um if Oh, no, I was just saying how like sometimes I am guilty of putting more effort into the script than into the actual animation just due to like mental mood. Um but I don't know if I asked a question after that. I don't think so. Um but what kind of animation style would you say I have?
Honestly, it seems like you put a lot of effort into it. I really like the what's it called? Your animation style. What you use. I completely already forgot what it was. What
Yeah.
it's called.
What is it classified as is my question. Cuz
Classified?
how is it classified? How is my like what kind of animation style do I have? I just animate like I animate and don't really think about animation style per se.
Well, I mean, then that's your style.
Yeah.
You animate for the hell of it.
For the hell of it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
you don't try to focus on anything. You just do what you want to do.
yeah. Um I'm trying to think. Hey Batch, Donut Batch, do you have any other questions? This week
Heyo, Bandy.
this week is kind of a dead week compared to what I've had in the past, but it's okay. So do you have any questions? Do you have any other questions that you would want to ask if you'd want to ask an animator if you were doing a hobby interview show on animation?
Yeah. I want to know. I want to.
And then you answer them yourself while I try to
Yeah,
think of more questions.
yeah, sure. I would ask them. Let's see.
the reason why I'm struggling on this episode so much is just because like I don't think about what to ask because I do it myself.
Yeah.
So I know a lot of the answers.
Um, Me personally, I would. Uh, I would ask how bad an animator's sleep schedule is.
Oh, what is your answer to that?
Really bad.
Bro, no.
Well, I mean, usually I wake up at around 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. I can't do that anymore. I had to wake up at 4:30 a.m. this morning.
How?
4:30 a.m. this
Why?
morning,
Why?
so I could get ready for school.
Ew, that's too early of a time to wake up for anything.
Yeah. Well, getting a little off topic here, but um, it's because my body's not used to melatonin. I had to take melatonin and make me wake up early. I could go back to sleep.
Oh, yeah, that's understandable. But yeah, my answer to that, I don't think that question have been asked, but I still have a good sleep schedule. It's my social life that tends to suffer instead. Bone
Yeah.
asked, "Would you ever like to try stop? Would you ever like to try stop motion animation, or is it too difficult and time consuming?"
I actually used to do stop motion animation.
Why did you
Um,
quit?
because, well, I did it when I was like 10. I had like this app on my iPad that allowed me to do stop motion. And I would just like, I grab like a bunch of Roblox toys and then just like have them it looks like they teleport around because I couldn't, animate anything. But I just didn't really like doing it. I mean, it just wasn't fun to me.
For me, I feel like that my character would not translate well into stop motion, and I don't want to animate unless it's about pastry.
Yeah.
So, and that's why I could never. Oh, here's a question I have for you. Think you'd ever want to work for a big animation studio? Why or why not? As a full-time job.
I would. I know animators don't really make as much as animation is worth, but I'd still like to work somewhere because, you get to work with other people. I just like seeing animation in shows overall.
That is so
Um,
fair.
if I would like to work anywhere, I'd this is kind of strange to say, but I really just want to work at Glitch
Hmm.
because I feel like it has like the best stuff.
Where's Glitch?
Yeah, I'll search it up.
And like, what kind of
Uh,
stuff do they do? My
they
foot's
mainly do
asleep. My foot's
they
asleep.
mainly do
Ouch. Continue.
they mainly do 3D animation, but they've kind of gone into 2D animation. Uh,
Other than
it's in
oh,
Australia. Oh my God.
interesting. So, other than stop motion, what's been your experience with 3D animation?
I've been getting into it. Like I've been wanting to do a 3D animation. I animated a walk cycle once in 3D, and it wasn't that bad. I don't think I did too bad overall.
If I had more time to like explore in animation, then I'd consider trying 3D, but I personally don't have the time for that. Life is busy.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I barely even have time for the stuff I do.
Yeah. Huh.
Um, um, let's see. I'm trying to think. Um, let's see. I'm trying to think. Um, what other questions would you ask an animator if you were on a hobby interview show interviewing an animator?
What do you take inspiration from?
What's your answer?
Um, I okay, I'd watch stuff like whenever I watch shows, I'd watch like Steven Universe, Gravity Falls, The Amazing World of Gumball, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And when there's times like, oh wait, hold on, that looks cool. I'll pause it and like skim through the animations, like the frames, and I'll try it myself and I'd learn something new.
No offense, but I think that the Amazing World of Gumballs, like, animation styles, how many there are, is hideous, but in a good way.
Well, yeah.
I think that was their point.
Yeah, that's kind of like that just shows the creativity of the show. It has so many animation styles, but I mainly want to go off of the 2D ones.
That's so fair. Because you have Tina the dinosaur, and then you have people like Gumball and Darwin. That must be. I don't know how they do it.
I could imagine.
But yeah, I personally went off of the Storytime animators. Wow, shocker. Odd ones out, Jaden.
Yeah,
Something
one
else.
of the main
YT.
reasons why. One of the main reasons why I didn't do storytime animations. I had a friend who liked Jaden Animations, and well, my name is Jaden, so he'd call me Jaden Animations. And
Ha ha.
there can't be two storytime animators with the same name. I mean, there can,
Like,
but
say hello, my name is Jade Animations. No, your name's not Jade Animations, but it totally is.
yeah, that's yeah. My friend just used to call me that in school whenever I'd see him. Ah,
Craziness.
he's a loser now. Anyway,
Ouch. Oh,
well, I mean,
I was gonna say a story about a person who thought so. A friend I used to have. I'm not gonna say his name either, but you feel free to laugh when I say this. He said that he wanted to do 3D stop motion animation on YouTube for the money.
for the money.
For the money.
I mean,
How?
I can understand that.
But no, like with where's the
A lot
money
of
in stop motion animation if you start like now? Or
well, I'm
even
sure they
a
don't
few
want to
years
do it
ago.
like I'm sure they don't want to do it just for the money.
That's the energy they gave off to me, so
Yeah, that's fair.
cuz like I helped him with his channel and then like he's like I'm like so why do you want to animate? He's like for the money.
Money.
That's all he could think about was the money. And guess what? I don't make shit off of pastry.
Yeah, I don't make anything off of my channel either. I'm
But
almost there. I'm getting close.
um
Close, as in to a long time, a long way.
am I closer than you? What is your sub count?
You're closer to me in subscribers, but I may be a little farther ahead in watch hours.
Yeah, that's fair. What other questions would you want to ask an animator during a hobby interview show about animation? Sorry, I've just done a lot of episodes on on animation that I cannot think of any new or original questions. And I don't remember what I've asked in the past.
Well, I mean, I haven't really seen the other ones, so you can go ahead and ask them.
I would have to look, or I'd have to listen to that stream, which I don't want to do that while I'm on a stream, so.
Yeah, that's fair.
Let's see.
I don't know what I got. I was never prepared. I didn't prepare myself for this.
I would have thought there would have been more batch member questions, and that's why. And I tend to usually have a lot of questions in mind for, you know what I could do? I could pull up. I forgot what episode it was, though. Oh, I could pull up one of the previous episodes of the interview show. That was on animation. And pull
Sure.
questions from there and like, let's see. Studio. Life. 50 per page. It was the first reverse episode I did, actually, I think.
Oh, really?
Reverse is when the guest is the interviewer. You know,
Oh,
the
okay, I see.
interviewee, so yeah. Definitely not audio games. Um, drawing. Um, let's see. I've had so many episodes of my stream shows over the years. Let's see. Show all for hobby interview show. That'd be easier than what I was doing. Let's see. There's like 38 episodes of this show, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah. In total.
Sorry, I'm tired.
Yeah. We can end the show early if you want to. I'm just so dry on questions this week.
Yeah, I may do that.
Alrighty. Do you have any like closing announcements for your channel as far as like what you're planning on working on and things?
Well, I'm gonna be working on a bunch of collaborative animations with a few friends. I got a few surprises in store.
Also, let me know if you need a voice actor for something as well. I can
Yeah.
voice a few lines.
All right, cool.
And
That could
then like just a few collaborations.
Yeah, I haven't planned too many things at the moment because I don't want to like overload myself,
So
especially
fair.
with school starting and all.
So fair.
But yeah.
Anything else?
Subscribe.
Subscribe to Jayopolis. Am I saying it wrong?
I don't think it could be interpreted multiple ways. You could say Lewis, Lois, Jayopolis. It doesn't matter which.
Yeah, my closing announcements is, if I have the mental energy to today, then I will probably start working on, the I lost my wallet story video, which is, which, yeah, it's gonna be an interesting video. If I have the mental energy for it tomorrow, I'll probably do a random work stream on the I lost my wallet story, like drawings that are associated with the I lost my wallet story. And then next week is gonna be audio games again. And yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Do you have an outro?
No, I do not.
Alrighty. I'm gonna say mine then. I platonically love you, my donut batch, and see you in the future to come. Bye.